Okay, so let's take a look at what you got here. It says for each question, the units is represented by a large tick mark within the whole numbers. Okay. And the number one says find the length of this segment to the nearest eighth of a unit. And if you looked at it between each whole number, you should realize that there are 8 tick marks, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. So if you looked at it real close, your whole number here would be 4. Then all you had to do is really count the tick marks. You know that halfway that would be 4, and one more after that, that would be 5. So this would be 4 and 5/8 of a unit. Okay, units. Okay, then the next one says find the length of this segment to the nearest tenth of a unit. And if you looked at this ruler, you should see that there are 10 tick marks in between each whole number. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so you got 10 of them. So your whole number here would be 4, and you know that halfway is 5. So if you just count 2 more, that should be 5, 6, and 7. So this one would be 4 and 7/8 of the units. Okay. Then number 3 says estimate the length of this segment to the nearest eighth of a unit. So as you can tell, you don't have any tick marks here. So I would probably go halfway because there's supposed to be 8 tick marks, right? So halfway in between, that will give you 4. And it looks like you could add 2 more tick marks. So I would probably say that would be 3 and 6/8. Remember, if we simplify our fraction, I would say that would be 3 and if you divide them both by 2, would be 3 3/4 units. All right. Now, number 4 says estimate the length of the segment in the prior question to the nearest tenth. Now we're going to take the very same ruler, and we're going to, instead of estimate it to the nearest eighth, we're going to do it in tenths. So once again, we're going to look for a halfway point, which would probably be about right here. And instead of being 4 this time, half of a 10 would be 5. Then you'd have 6 and 7, so you'd have like 2 more tick marks. So I would say that would be 3 and 7/10 of a unit. Okay. So let me erase this and see what our next activity will be about. Get all the dots off. Okay, so let's see. The next one is called sides and angles. Okay, so let's see what you're going to do. In this activity, you will be performing transformations. You can use tracing paper to help you and draw the image of the figures or to check your work. Okay. So when you're asked to measure side lengths, you will need to make a ruler on either your tracing paper, or you can use one of the index cards, which you should find it in your little math toolkit. Okay, so go ahead and be working on this. If you click the next button, you should see these activities. There'll be like 3 separate ones that you'll have to click on and do. So please follow the instructions when you hit the next button.